Hello, I'm Dr. Walter Campbell. I'm with Vicky Lopez. We've been researching some new methods to improve her vision for retinitis pigmentosa. So we're going to have her give you a little history here of what she's been through and how she's improved over the last 7-8 months. So Vicky, take it away. How did you start?
I started back on July 11th, and I met you. Back then I just saw white. I could barely pick up shadows, and I did a first session with you. And on that day I was able to see the fluorescent lights above the treatment table. I did begin to see the corners and go into, I guess, what's considered high contrast. So I was able to pick out two edges, the top two edges that were closer to me. I could see the opposite end of the fluorescent lighting, but I couldn't see all four. I think the next treatment, the following week, is when I saw 3 edges, and I had that missing gap for maybe another 3 to 4 treatments until that one came in. I do remember seeing my eyebrows for the first time when they put a mirror in front of me. I think that was my 3rd or 4th treatment. And then I didn't even have an understanding of what was in front of me until I realized that, oh my goodness, those are my eyebrows. Hadn't seen those in like 7 years. And then, okay, so that was what I remember. I remember getting car sick on the way home because I was seeing shadows in the car, and it was so overwhelming that I did get car sick going home. That was bittersweet. I remember walking through my house and getting startled by shadows from the chairs. I remember getting startled by my cats because I would see them go across, and then I was like, they wouldn't come back if I called their name. So I didn't know if they were really there. I remember the first time I actually saw a playing card, and I actually saw the symbol, because when I started practicing, there was nothing there, much less. I could sort of see a red shape on the red cards, but the black ones, we just sorted them out and I took them out. I wasn't going to stress myself out. This was going to be a game. This was going to be, I'm doing this for fun. I am gaining strength, I'm gaining sight. So we took those out of the deck, and then I want to say, oh my goodness, almost
For about 5 weeks to see black.
5 weeks to see black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you kept on trying to see black every day, right?
Yes, but it wasn't happening. So I did take out those cards. I stopped trying. I focused on seeing red, 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 and getting the detail and getting the shape. A heart was a heart, a diamond was a diamond. I focused on the numbers. I focused on putting them sideways. And then we incorporated the black in, and I said, oh my goodness, I see black. But I was focused more on what I could see, strengthening that, and then the others started.
So strengthening the red helped you see black?
Yes, I think so. And then from
Could you also elaborate? It took 5 months to see green, and how that happened?
Yes, green took some practice. We didn't start practicing until I had already done probably about 4 months of treatment. And that's when we realized I could see some colored tones, but I couldn't see others. We noticed I could see blue. We started practicing on I could see orange, I could see pink. Then we came across a color that I kept calling it gray because it didn't have a significance to me in what I was seeing. It was just gray. And he kept saying, no, it's green. And I was like, I don't think so. I even thought you were playing a practical joke. It really did. And it really was green, but we had to play with other colors in order for me to learn and practice. And it took a couple, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I painted my nail polish green. I was practicing every day to see green and tell my brain it was green. And then I saw green.
But it was the brown paper that helped you see. Remember that?
Yes. The association, I don't know what it does, but it worked. And we did do another combination to see lavender. Is that the yellow? The yellow was the one that allowed me to see lavender.
So there were different combinations to help you see the color that you would. In other words, we had
gray otherwise.
Yeah, we had a green piece of paper that looked gray to you. As soon as we put a brown piece of paper,
yes, it was green.
Green. I took the brown away, but it would turn gray again.
Yes, it
but
did.
after 2 weeks of doing that back and forth, you could see the green without the brown paper.
Correct. Yes.
Okay. So it's very interesting. Yeah. All right. So All right, so now you got all the colors and everything.
Yes.
And we did the acupuncture. We did some needles in your stomach. You remember how it increased your depth of field?
Yes, it did.
So how did that work?
I remember that when the needles went into my abdominal area, all of a sudden I feel like I'm in a pool of water, like underwater swish kind of feeling, because like all of a sudden things move and then they'll stay, and then I notice that I can see farther at a distance.
Yeah, so we were like 12 or 15 feet away from the bookcase, and that's the
Yes.
first time you could see that.
Yes.
Remember that? And then you said, what are those black things? And those the
Well,
speakers on
yes.
top.
Because
And-
I could keep in focus with my eyes, because at the beginning everything shifts or it moves, or you feel like you're underwater and you're trying to see, and then you get tired. I remember the moments of extreme fatigue, wanting to see, and it was there and then it wasn't there, and then it was like, oh my goodness, is my mind playing tricks on me? And then you're like, no, just keep at it, and then things started to stabilize, and the sight that I have gotten hasn't gone backwards.
All right,
So I'm stable.
so tell us about the traffic lights now, where you are now.
Okay. Traffic light, what my biggest concern out of all of this is I'm gonna drive. That's what I keep telling myself. So basically, I can see a traffic light that's about...
Hold on a second, did it go off? Okay, good.
So if we're about 3 streets away and we're sitting at a traffic light, I can actually start to focus on the next traffic light. So I can see whether it's red, yellow, or green. I can actually see what my husband calls an orange light, which is you're running a red, but it's yellow-red. While we're going under it, I'm like, no, honey, that was flat out red. So it's really been interesting to start looking at the cars next to me, the cars ahead of me. I'll look over to the left, and you know, we have a game. You know, I try to see what can I see. Can I see the color of the car? Can I see the brand name of the car?
So what was the distance you can see from one light to another?
Right now, exactly 3 streets, but that's because we haven't found another one that's like 4 streets away. So I can go from one that's called 160th Street to 157th Street, and I can see them.
You can see the traffic light that far away, and you can
Yes.
see the colors as well.
Yes.
So how much of an improvement is that over 7 months ago?
Over 7 months ago, I was in a cloud of white.
That's it. Cloud of white, couldn't see anything.
Yeah, everything hurt.
And your diagnosis is retinitis pigmentosa.
Yes.
Right. Okay, so you've come a long way, and we still hope. My hope is that maybe at the current rate, and this is all research, you know, we don't know how far we can take this, but if you continue to improve like this, I think within a year and a half from today, you'll be driving just like me.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't use corrective lenses yet.
Mm-hmm.
I have not corrected my vision yet because I see so much more improvement. But I've chosen not to see an optometrist to correct the vision that I do have.
My God, this is so cool. So if anybody with retinitis pigmentosa wishes to call us in for a consultation, we really would like to see you and probably help you. Telephone number is 305-760-2414. Look forward to seeing you. Thank you. And thank you, Vicky. God bless.
God bless you.
It's so cool.